Hello and welcome to the Nexus. Today we are doing Disney Doll's House issue 38. So let's have a look at what we got. Right, so here we've got some more bits for the wall. Some double-sided tape. Kev can deal with all of that. And then we've got our dog kennel for Nana for Peter Pan room. And the dog bowl as well. So it's got some cute little picture bits inside.
Is it squidgy? No.
No.
Okay. Oh. There we go. And I don't know, maybe you could probably buy a small St. Bernard.
I don't know.
In the same scale. Or if you've got a 3D printer, you could just 3D print one.
Yeah. Right, so I'm going to hand over to Kev to do the build.
Okay, so we've got the double-sided tape now. This is for the sort of coving around Mickey's room. And mine hasn't actually come off. And that could be due to the fact that I actually super glued it. I used wood glue to glue it down. But I'm going to show you what I've done and then show you where this is going to go. But I'm not using this in this video. But I will go through the steps on what you have to do in order to use this and everything else. So let me do that now. Okay, so as you can see, it has slightly bubbled here, but it has stayed stuck down all the way along. But what you got to do is you've got to cut a bit of that off for that length here. Peel this off very, very slowly. Put the double-sided sticky tape and then stick it back on. That's all you've got to do. But like I said, I used a bit of glue on some of the bits. It has sort of bubbled in places where I've used it and haven't used it. Like there you go. I'll just fix that bit. Yeah, I would be very...
I don't think I'd want to be pulling it off.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to pull that off either, because it doesn't give you a replacement. All it gives you is this. So if you rip that, that is it. That's game over. Like I said, I just glued these parts. I mean, I wouldn't want to start ripping that off. But that's what you're supposed to do with that one. So let's go back to the basement. But yeah, that's where I'm keeping that. But this is really worth keeping. So there's quite a lot there as well. More than you need for that, unless you do the whole room. I don't actually know, but like I said, I've already sort of glued it on and tearing it off and stuff like that. I'll just show you in the book in terms of what you're going to need. So you will need all of that. And it's really strange as well, because it tells us to peel it off. I mean, like I said, if that rips, it's game over. And then measure up, cut it, then stick it down. But the strange thing is, it tells you to glue it at the end anyway. So I would glue it. I don't know why you would want to. If you use PVA glue or wood glue, it dries clear anyway, which is what I used on it. But yeah, anyway, so what we're going to do is we need some wood glue, and we're going to start fitting some bits along here. Now, when I put all this on, it does tell you to use some unnecessary, if the glue would come out. I think I'm running out here. It's going to come out in a minute. Yeah, there it goes. Like that, and along the bottom here, this is going to sit just in here like that. Push it down, a little cotton wool bud just to wipe away the excess, just like that, sort of like that. Now the next bit, it tells you to use what is it?
Ruler and a set square.
A ruler and a set square. Now the problem I have with that is why it's unnecessary, and I'll tell you why in just a second. But what I'm going to do, this part goes here. You see the two nubs here for the bottom. So once again, just going to glue the bottom here. And I think my glue is finally run out. Yep, I'm going to have to get some more glue. Stand by. Okay, so I've refilled it. And there we go. So all the way along there. And then all the way along this edge. Like so. And now this is going to be going on here. And have we got a ruler? Because it says about...
I've got a bendy ruler.
We have a bendy ruler, do we?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't think it's much good for levelling. It's level.
Okay. So now it's just about... Right, it keeps popping out. So this is what it wants to stop it popping. Now, as you can see, it's moving. So what it's telling you to do is to put something at the back here, just to keep it in place, and using a clip or something like that, just to sort of hold it in place. Now that's okay. But I don't know if it's necessary, because in the next week's issue we're going to get this side and we get a joist that runs along these two sections here, that connects these two sections together. So
Stand that behind it.
So you can stand that behind it, I suppose. Anything will do, but like I said, it's unnecessary because the glue will set, but it won't set hard, so there's always room to play about.
You can always adjust.
You can always adjust, but yes, it's if we show what comes in next week's issue. So in issue 39, you'll see you get the other side and the joist. That joist will pull these two bits straight anyway.
It'll hold them in
It'll
place.
hold them in place. But maybe to make it a little bit more stable, I could always leave that behind it. But there's a few options you can use. It does tell you in the magazine.
It says about a set square, but I don't know whether I've got one.
It says you can use a set square like that, or you can use a box and a clip. Just hold it in place. I'm just using that to balance it, but to be fair, like I said, there's no worry, because in the next issue
you can always adjust it anyway.
You can always adjust it anyway. But as you can see, now you know where the end. It doesn't matter now because none of this will be seen. And that's it. And that's it for this issue. Like I said, it's just about just pulling it together. It doesn't matter too much as well, because once the house is on top, just like with most things, it will pull this all together. So as long as it's not really bad and it's level, which this is, it's completely straight, so that's a good sign. It doesn't really matter because, like I said, there'll be a joist along there. Anyway, next week. Anyway, let's have a look, see what comes in the next issue. And you saw a little bit there. So we do get the other wall and a joist. We get balloons for Mickey's room and the two-seater sofa for Mickey's room as well. I know a lot of people are asking, do you get it, like all the parts and all the bits in the room? And the answer is yes, you do. We're still due another chair, I do believe, but that will complete the sort of set in his room. There's not actually much left for Mickey's room. There's the bunting, the rug, and I think that's it. There's not a lot else apart from the books on the back there. There's not a lot else there. There's the teddy and the broom, but I mean, furniture wise, I think that could be it. But anyway, look, thank you for watching. We'll be back next week. I've been Kev.
I've been Kirsty.
And we'll see you in the next video.